that we have an infinite source of capability in our brain. And we don't. And if we don't handle everything, we kind of think it's a fault within us, rather than thinking of it realistically, that maybe you've taken on too much, and maybe you need to step back and figure out what's going on in your life, right? Because what happens is, when you have a tipping point, and stress builds too much, then we start, that energy and that motivation and all that starts to backslide. Suddenly find ourselves tired. We're overwhelmed. We can't think straight. We're forgetting things, sometimes important things, and we get unmotivated. And then as things keep declining, we start getting anxiety. We're just now exhausted, and then we can actually end up in depression, okay? So here's the thing. Think about your day, and what I want to talk about is not a day or two, okay? That's all right, because your body can recover from that. But when you kind of feel like every day is like that, you know, that whole gerbil wheel of life, you know, oh my gosh, you're just thinking about at the end of the day what you didn't get done, what has to be done tomorrow, and you never really feel like you're present to really be here, you know? So if you're feeling these kinds of symptoms, being tired, feeling overwhelmed, you get indecisive. I mean, sometimes at the end of the day, I can't even decide what to have for dinner, you know? I'm just like, unmotivated, forgetful, irritable, agitated. If you feel like most days you're feeling like this, then you probably have concerns about chronic stress. And those concerns can not only affect how you're running your life and what you get done, but it starts to affect your health as well. So it definitely, so chronic stress, what is that? It's the response to emotional pressure suffered for a prolonged period of time in which an individual perceives he or she has little or no control. So the key words there is prolonged. So again, if you have a stressful deadline and you come back to normal, not a big deal. It's when you're constantly under this stress. And it's when you perceive you have little or no control. So perception is very different from reality. Now maybe it's real, or maybe it's just your perception, because as you get stressed, things tend to, reality kind of changes and your perception starts getting negative. So anyway, it's what you perceive that you have little or no control. And if you think that you don't have control over a situation, that adds to the problem. Okay, it just is what it is. All right? I'm going to show you a little video. It's 2.5 minutes long, but it gives an incredibly simple but kind of impactful demonstration of what's called the fight or flight process. Has anybody heard of that, fight or flight? Okay. Well, this is just cutesy, nothing. How am I going to hit play? Wait a minute. Okay, maybe we're not going to see it.
Is it
the cursor not allow you?
You can go.
Well, actually, there's no play button, which it should be.